Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Orchestrating the offense, the former 3-time captain at Michigan State, quarterback Kirk Cousins.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest. But many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Eric Rowe fits the profile of the so-called new breed of cornerback in the NFL. A college safety with length, He transitions very well to the corner in the league.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On first down, Richard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Richard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. This field goal could haunt them later.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Express!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The toss out to Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Greg! 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He is going to find Hill here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your luck because I'm about to take you to school.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Luke Kuechly, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We're scoreless after 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike, check. 59. Yeah, let's get that ball, dude.
On 2nd down at 4, Newton. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down at 4, Cousins. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
First down, Patriots.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins got a man open. It's Darren Waller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Cousins. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Cousins now. That's complete to Richard, the running back. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The kick by Lambeau is good, and we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Gun.
Newton throwing again. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a 3rd in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Houston Texans who are not done yet as they defeat the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's make these.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton, and going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Richard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A gain of 6 there on first.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing his Cousins. Drops this off to Richard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Right to the 3. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first down carry for Barkley. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Just a yard on the first down kick. So it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 bucks.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Screenplay, Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Set, ready? Greg. Joker. Check 52. Express.
On first down, here's Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was all capped by Bryce Love's touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 11. A minute 55 remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action now. Cousins.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Cousins. Completes it to Hurns. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cousins again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Patriots get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a play fake here on first down. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 56, Mike 56. 20. Get off the field. Slam, slam, slam. Now get it.
Newton's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.